All right, it's Monday. You know what that means. The old redneck's in the house. Appreciate you folks being here with me. Glenn Anderson was the first one on board tonight. I appreciate that. Looks like we got a lot of good folks in here tonight. Lori's Thrifty Kitchen Pantry. She's in the house with us. Biggs is in the house. Appreciate you folks being here. Um, Lori, that stew you made with the potatoes and sausage, I'm gonna do that. That looked good. If y'all hadn't gone over there and checked her channel out, you need to get over there and do it. She's trying to build up that number and get that monetization that you guys pushed me into last week, 2 weeks ago. Appreciate that. You guys did it, not me. But we got Lori and Biggs and Michael's here. Michael's pretty much always with us. I appreciate that. And he says good evening to everyone. Lynn's in the house. All right. Are you learning to use that radio, Lynn? That's what I want to know. Fluffy's in here, you said. Let me scroll down here and see who I got. Yeah, Kathy C and the Iowa crowd, they're here. I know she's not feeling well, so if you guys will send her your prayers, I'm sure it'll be appreciated. John's in the house, which I know that means Rebecca's here with us. If she's not out hunting, she might be out hunting somewhere. Tammy Joe, Fluffy, tell your husband I sent him an email today. I was late getting the books out to you guys. I didn't get them shipped out until this morning, but I sent him an email with a tracking number on it. You guys should be getting them by Friday of this week, Saturday maybe, probably Monday at the latest. But you got that tracking number. You can go check that out. Appreciate you guys being on board with me. Tammy Joe, appreciate her being here. Chris is in the house. My man Chris. All right.
Well, Rebecca's not feeling well either.
Oh, Rebecca's not feeling well. All right. Send her some prayers, guys. Let me make something clear up front right here, right now. If you don't believe in God and the power of prayer, you're in the wrong place. Because I do, and I'm here to tell you, if I think somebody needs prayers, I'm going to ask you for it. Might ask you to pray for me occasionally, but I think I'm the luckiest man in the world right now, the way I'm sitting. Got a fine wife and a nice home. Ain't nothing no better. I'm happier right now than I ever been. So, but I might ask you to pray for others, and I hope you do. While I'm on the topic, let me throw this out there too. If you're not pro-police, pro-military, or pro-United States, the principles our country was founded on, probably don't want to be here. Because I do believe in those things, and I think everybody should try to live by those. I'm going to leave that right there. It's just, I don't want to hurt your feelings. If you don't believe in these things, go on somewhere else. Ain't going to hold it against you. I love you. Love you if you're here. It's that simple. Picked up a lot of subscribers this week, and I appreciate that, every one of you. But I don't want to offend you. And I might do that because I speak the truth here. I ain't pulling no punches. I'm going to tell it like I feel it is, and that's it. If you don't like it, go on somewhere else. But let me move on here. All right. Is this a new one here? Sun EP87. What we got here? We just volunteered at a food pantry on Ocoee. Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah, that'll open your eyes right there, and you get out there and you see how many people are needy. But God bless you for helping them out. I know they need it. We all need to try to help each other when we can. So let me get on into it here. What I come here to talk about. We're going to start with. You remember when they threatened that rail strike a couple of months ago? Was it earlier in September? I think it was. Excuse me. Joe Biden sat there behind his desk, blowing his horn and spiking the football about how he stopped that strike. Well, no. That was all a bunch of crap. And I think I said that the following week in a live video that, you had a group of politicians talking to a group of politicians they support, and they kind of decided they would make it look good until the election was over. Well, guess what? The election's over, and the strike's probably coming. Second week of December, If we get that rail strike, it is going to be a mess. $2 billion worth of commodities are moved every day by rail.
Every day.
Every day. Billion, not million. And if you think about that, that's going to be a tremendous problem here in the United States if this rail strike does happen. Especially with Christmas coming. And we already having trouble with truck drivers. There's not enough trucks, not enough fuel for the trucks. That's something we're going to touch on here in a minute. And, if this rail strike does happen, it's just going to be terrible. What we got here?
Get your Christmas shopping done now.
Yeah, get that Christmas shopping done. Donna's in the house with us. Appreciate it. Pauline Parker. All right. Pauline's with us. Appreciate you folks being here. I really do. But, hopefully that'll be averted somehow. But right now, the railroad workers, they're not buying what these guys are trying to shove down their throat. And it's a shame. If it's a bad deal, they shouldn't take it. But, we all depend on them. So hopefully they'll work that thing out. I just hope, when it finally does happen, if it does happen, you guys are ready. You just got to be ready. That's all there is to it. You got to get some food in the house. Like Lady Prepper said, if you're going to do some Christmas shopping, do it right now. It's never too early to do Christmas shopping. Looks like they've been showing Christmas commercials on television for a month and a half, and kind of makes you want to just kind of like the election, just hurry up and get it over with. But hopefully that won't happen. So let's go on to this right here. Is one of the things I wanted to talk to you about tonight. They're saying that a lot of Americans from the Northeast to the Southwest are going to be having problems this winter when our heating needs spike. They're saying the grid's not going to be able to keep up with it because of various, I don't know what their problem is, a lack of energy. The fuel oil's not there, the coal's not there. And, some of those plants run on diesel fuel. Of course, we know that's not there. That's been a mess for about 2 months now. The diesel situation is it's a joke. And they're not doing anything to try to improve it. Right here, this little graph right here will show you we're still at about 25 million barrels in reserve. Well, it's been that way for 2 months, almost 2 months. And we're just now getting into the time of year where all this fuel oil and this diesel and stuff like this, the demand's going to skyrocket because people are going to be getting cold. And this is what they use to generate power to heat their homes. And it looks like to me, since it's been so long, like I said, a couple of months here now, that they're only, creating enough to keep up with the current demand. They're not doing anything to put any fuel in reserve. If we need, let's say 8 million barrels a day. Well, it looks to me like that's all they're refining is 8 million barrels a day. They're just keeping that number steady. They're not doing anything to, bump it up and create, a little reserve for what we need. And that's ridiculous. The people that are in charge of that stuff, they know where we are. They know we're at 25 million barrels. They know we've been there for a long time. And they've done nothing to increase that. It's like they don't want to. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And it's just starting to look like they don't want to do any better for this country. It's almost like they're trying to cripple the system. Like I said, there's going to be people this winter that are going to be cold at home, and they're going to be shutting the power down. Just on Friday in Sweden, they were in the middle of a blizzard, and they were shutting people's power off. Snow, 4 or 5 feet deep, and all of a sudden your heat goes out. There's a chance of that happening here. And I want to give a guy a call, shout out here, Scottish Urban Prepper. If you don't watch his channel, you need to go over there and watch it. because what's going on in Europe right now is what's coming to the United States in the very near future. And he's on top of all of that. I mean, he's keeps you very well informed about what's going on over there. And he does good videos, good live streams. Go over there and check him out. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. But it's not only going to help him; it's going to help you because you'll know what to prepare for down the road.
Somebody has a question. Does the U.S. military dip into that supply if they need it?
The U.S. military reserve is different than what they have for use by trucks and trains and our fuel oil or whatever. The strategic reserve, that's another thing. But this administration is draining our strategic reserve. It's at the lowest point it's been since the 1970s. They're doing that to try to keep gas prices down. But that's only because they want you to vote for them. And obviously a lot of people did. I can't believe the way that election turned out. But I'm not going to get into that here right now. And honestly, if by some chance we do have like a Red Dawn situation here, where the United States is invaded by some country or whatever, I doubt it. I really do. But if something like that did happen, there's no way we could fight a war with our strategic oil reserves. It's impossible. Might be good for about 2 months, 3 months at the most. But then they're out of tanks don't run without it. It's that simple. They're killing our country because they want your vote. So, if you want to vote for that, go for it. If you don't, I'm not going to. It's that simple.
Rebecca said her niece had to go to 6 different stores to find formula for her baby.
Oh, wow. We still got a baby formula shortage?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I hate to hear that. You think that situation would be corrected by now. It's been months. What's it been, 6, 8 months?
A long time, yeah.
At least 8 months, I think. We've had a baby formula shortage. Well, hopefully, you'll be able to get that supply. There's some old remedies. I'm sure you know them. You're a homesteader. If you can't get that baby formula, there's some things you can do. If you don't know what they are, shoot me an email. I'll be glad to help you out. Sorry, folks. Dry throat. Apple juice time. But shortages, they're just starting, folks. I mean, we've had them for a while, but they're going to get a lot worse. But, hopefully we can get through this and get things straight. But I see hard times, really hard times coming before the good times get here. So you never know. Just get ready for what's coming, all right? But I picked up a sponsor this week. I'm going to have to play a commercial here, so hang on.
Treat that's good to eat. Try Soylent Green. Soylent Green is people. Soylent Green, made from the best stuff on earth. People.
All right. How about that? That leads us right into our next topic.
It's so gross.
Lady Prepper never saw that movie until a couple of months ago. I showed it to her. Of course, it's not a real sponsor, but that does lead us into what I'm about to talk about. And that's the food that we got coming our way. It's a damn joke, I'll be honest with you. But don't know if you saw that movie or not. If you did, you know what's happening. If you didn't, you need to go watch it. I'm not gonna tell you what happened because actually the end of it's pretty awesome. But for those of you that saw it, do you remember what year that movie was set in? That terrible dystopia community lifestyle. Look at that right there. That's right off the film right there. The year's 2022. And if you go back and look at it now and you see what's happening, you'll go, holy shit, somebody knew what was coming. Excuse my language. But that kind of falls in line with what happened the other day. See that right there? The FDA approves lab-grown meat for the first time. Are you familiar with how they do that? I'm not either. I looked into it a little bit, and I can't get my head around it. I don't understand it. They take cells from an animal, a chicken or a cow or a lamb or whatever. They take some cells from them and they grow them, and they create this meat. But actually, they are experimenting with human cells. I don't know if they're doing that for food or not, but I'll let you know a little bit about what that movie's all about right there.
Get your gardens going.
Yeah. Get your gardens going. You're going to need them, that's for sure. That article, let me pop that back up there for you. That's talking about how they develop chicken meat. That one right there is. They took cells from a chicken and made some chicken meat with it, and it's been approved by the FDA. So the chicken you're going to be chicken nuggets or whatever you buy from the store or McDonald's or wherever, you don't know if it's real chicken or not. It might be something grown in a lab somewhere. But they're not just working with that. Like I said, they're also working with beef and lamb and other items, and that's already been approved. The beef's been approved. And, I can't get my head around this, guys. I really can't. They're trying to create this meat so they can destroy all the animals because when they fart, it's bad for the environment. Are you believing that shit? Sorry, I did it again. I just get kind of twisted in the knot when I think about some of the stupid stuff these people are trying to force on us right now. But, when I fix up some chili, I put some beef in it. And I want some real beef. Nice steak every now and then is nice. That's a great thing to have, right? I'd want it grown in a lab. Where's the beef in the lab? Yeah, there you go. You guys remember that old commercial? Where's the beef? That's a good one right there. But hopefully, I don't know, man. I don't see an end to the stupidity. Hopefully it will someday. But like I said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. We all remember this little jewel right here, the Impossible Whopper. Remember that? You say they still sell them?
I think so.
Okay. Well, when this first came out, I tried one of them. And I've never really eat shit before, but when I bit into that, that's what I thought. Oh, man, this tastes like shit. All right, that's enough. Sorry. I got to stop that. I'm being honest here, and I can't do that. But you know why? They actually took them off the market for a while. You know why? Right here. That's why. They didn't have meat in them, but they had beef fat. And they got sued over it. A vegan sued them, and the vegan won. And that's why they were gone for a while. So if they're back, they must have found something else to stuff in them to make them taste better, because they sure tasted bad before. Hopefully, that won't get popular because, I don't care. I shouldn't say that. If people want to eat that, they should be able to eat it. So I can't get my head around it. If I want a steak, I want a steak. If I want a hamburger, I want meat. I want meat. I'm a man. I think another reason why they're trying to do away with meat is because a lot of experts say that red meat is what makes people aggressive. So, if you don't have any kind of aggression in people, they're easy to rule. It's easy to control them if they're just dormant, like the vegetables they want you to eat. I ain't got nothing against vegetables. Had a nice salad last night, but it had chicken on it, real chicken. But, they keep trying to do things to make us weaker and weaker and weaker. And that's what this is all about. I don't know if you connected it that way, but I did. I like to do research. Like you guys know that. I research the hell out of everything I talk about. But red meat increases testosterone in men. And we know they're trying to get rid of that. They want a bunch of she-males running around.
Scottish Urban Preppers here.
Scottish is in the house. I already gave you a plug, my friend, telling people to watch you over there because you're on the ball. Watch that guy. I'm telling you. He had a great video today about the healthcare system over there. You need to go check it out, and you need to subscribe to his channel because, like I said, what they're going through over there is coming here. So, check him out. Stay on top of it. Chris Irvin, what's he got here? I appreciate all his comments, folks. I really do. I get vegetables, eating things that eat vegetables. That's right. You're a vicarious vegetarian is what you are. Just like me. Double D's with us. All right. You're late, but you're here. I appreciate it. I did that to Cynthia the other night. I was late, but I got there. And I did that to Lori. I'm sorry to both of you. But I did come in. You know that. So I support you guys all the way. But Lori needs your help. Like I said, go over there and subscribe. Check out her videos. That stew she made, I think she released that yesterday. I'm gonna make some of that. That's some good stuff. Biggs made some cake the other night too that looked good. Oh yeah, I think it was apple. What was it? Apple crumb cake or something like that. What'd you make, Cynthia? I forgot exactly, but I did watch it. I think it was apple crumb cake. All right, but let me move on here. Get back on topic. Just sub to. All right, there you go, Scottish. Yeah, there you go. And this one right here is a loyal fan. I'm telling you, she's on the ball too, buddy. Yep, apple crumb cake. That's what I thought that was, but man, it looked good. I don't do desserts a lot. Never have, but that looked really good. All right. I want to give a shout out to Hoosier Prepping Nurse. I hadn't seen her in here tonight, but she did one of those $5 Friday runs the other day, and she picked up some great stuff. You need to go over there and check her out and see what she's doing on those $5 Fridays. She's picking up a lot of good items that'll save you some money. That's what I really like about her and Biggs and Lori, because they show you how to get this stuff cheap and then how to make some, good meals with it.
Craig's here.
And Craig's in the house. What's up, my man? That's the pirate right there. I'm telling you, folks, that man is a radio pirate. So I'll leave that right there. You probably heard him if you're on the ham radio and don't even know it. But that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about tonight. Metal Textile, are you in the house, buddy? I never received an email from you for your radio. You won the radio last week, and I never got an email from you. So if you watch this on replay, if you're not here, shoot me that email. If you didn't send it because you don't need it or you don't want it, shoot me an email. Let me know that. I'll give it to somebody else. I appreciate what you folks did for me, and I want to reward you for that. A bunch of good stuff out there. Yeah, stealthily. That's right. That's right. That's what you got to do right there. Keep it on the low down. That's right. But I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to say thank you to everybody again for being here, for subscribing. I appreciate every one of you. I really do. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving. You got a short week if you're working. Thank goodness me and Lady Prepper don't have that problem anymore. We did our thing years ago, so now we're just sitting back and being happy. But you got a short week. Enjoy that. And on Thanksgiving Day, when you guys get together with your family and your loved ones, remember why we celebrate that day. Okay? It's for all the blessings we have in our country. And give to others if you can. Help out whoever you can. So don't think there's much else to cover here. I think I'm going to get out of here. Stay strong. Stay patriotic. Pray for the United States of America. The Orlando Prepper is out.